I'm just going to play you a small clip from an English bishop, Williamson. He used to be part of the SSPX. And I saw this video the other day, and I'll make my commentary after this small clip because I do think it's important that we discuss what he says there. And to be clear, before you hear this, I do not agree with him, so I'm making my stance clear on this. But just listen to what he said here.
Okay, so uh, most people accuse you of being, they say, a Holocaust denier. In 2009, I think, I may be wrong though, but I think it was 2009, you released an interview while you were still the head of the seminary at Argentina. You released an interview in which you said that historical evidence does not back that the claim that Hitler murdered 6 million Jews. And so I think after the interview, you were removed from your post as the superior, the head of the seminary in Argentina. What actually
Yep.
happened at that time?
Well, I think you said it. And honestly, the details, it's that 2009 is how many years ago? It's 13 years ago now. The details I haven't kept in my head. So I can't give you a blow by blow account of what happened. But, uh,
Okay.
but the Holocaust is a complete substitute religion. Holocaustianity, it can be called. It has its relics, it has its shrines, it has its savior. That's the 6 million Jews supposedly gassed. There's no evidence whatsoever that one single prisoner of the Germans or inmate of the work camps was deliberately poisoned. There's a lot of evidence that the work camps were exactly what that says. They were camps where they had good hospitals. At least Auschwitz had a very good hospital to make sure that the inmates stayed in good health because they were working for the German war effort.
I suppose, why am I sharing that clip of Bishop Williamson? Well, on one hand, a lot of people criticize me on Medjugorje and criticize me. Oh, you're going to the traditional Latin Mass, you like traditional Latin Mass, and you're going to Medjugorje, do you not see it's fake, and so on and so forth. And a lot of the criticism I get is from the traditional movement. But on the other side, Bishop Williamson here in Ireland, he has a following. He has ordained a priest here in Ireland who goes around Ireland saying masses, and people follow what he says. Now, he's there talking about emotional truth. Well, I suppose that people are going to be a little bit emotional when your family is being killed or your family has been killed, which, I think the vast, vast, vast majority of historians would agree that there were a lot of atrocities during World War II. And not just on the Jewish side, but we also have dozens of Catholic martyrs who died in concentration camps. Um, it's just historical fact. And the one thing we know about the Germans, they were great at keeping records, and you can just dig out the records of the number of people that were placed in their camps. I don't know what planet this bishop is living on to suggest that there was good hospitals in Auschwitz. I honestly don't know what planet he's living on, but I would honestly question, you know, how so many Catholics can listen to him. I honestly ask how so many Catholics can listen to him and still defend him and still defend his position in the weight of so much historical evidence. Whatever your views are on Medjugorje, I mean, the historical evidence on the Holocaust is pretty weighty. It can't just be dismissed. You can't just say, oh no, well, the majority of the Jews that died were in because the Allies were bombing them in the towards the end of the Second World War. That really doesn't hold up at all. If you look at the whole population of the Jewish population that was in Poland before World War Two and after World War Two, you know the the reality stands for itself. This is an emotional history or emotional. It's just the facts of what happened during that war. It wasn't just that war. I mean, we have historical disputes about the Assyrian, the Armenian atrocities in during the Turkish Empire. One side say, "Oh no, they never happened. They never happened. No, there was nothing like that. There were just a few people that was in war, but there was a systematic extermination of certain ethnic minorities in the Turkish Empire. That is known. That is documented, and there's eyewitnesses to that. The same as there are eyewitnesses to people being killed in those concentration camps, in those German concentration camps. And I suppose the question I'm asking now, traditional Catholics, especially those that follow Williamson, what is that doing to renew the Catholic faith in this world? What does that serve? Who does that serve, or who does that help? You know? And I would really ask the Catholics that follow Williamson, do you think that is serving the truth? Or are we just falling into that layer of society that refuses to even venture into talking about what actually happened? You know, because there have been genocides that, you know, other people refuse to accept. You know, there was the Irish famine, and you see on one side people wanting to minimalize it, and the other side people wanting rightfully to show, well, this is what really happened in Ireland. There was food in Ireland, and you know, we have the historical documentary evidence of the famine in Ireland. So look, I think it's going to cause a little bit of debate, this video, and rightly so. But you know, if people are going to accuse me of promoting a fake apparition, well, I'm also going to accuse those same people of promoting a fake bishop and his fake history books and his fake view of history, because that is what he's doing. That is what it doesn't stand up to the weight of evidence that is out there. It doesn't. I don't care what people are coming at me saying, well, did you look at this? Did you look at that? The numbers are inflated, or this, they're inflated. There's been a whole debate on the numbers over the last number of years, and that debate probably will go on. But you know, the reality is, you know, 1 million Jews entered Auschwitz-Birkenau, which was a large complex, and they didn't and 1 million didn't exit those labor camps. Those labor camps, they were there helping with the war effort, as Bishop Williams was saying. I mean, what planet does he live on? But he honestly believes these things. He honestly does. You know, the same way as, you know, you have some people in the Turkish government who honestly believe, no, there was no Holocaust, Armenian or Assyrian Christian Holocaust. No, that you know. But anyway, I suppose this debate, we'll see where it goes. But I just thought, you know, looking at that video, I thought I would throw it out there, of the people accusing me of promoting something fake. I'm just asking questions about something. Well, I would throw that back at you. I would throw that back at you, because, you know, he is respected in the traditional movement. Even within many people who still go to the SSPX, they do respect him. They do follow him. They do believe him. They will say that privately. I've heard people in Ireland saying, oh, it's a pity Hitler didn't finish the job. That's what I've heard saying to my face. I say, that's okay. You know, but you know, I'd just be interested to, you know, the people that actually know really what is going on in the different Christian groups, and Jews aside, and let's not. I honestly do believe in the historical evidence that is there, the weight of historical evidence. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of Catholics killed in those camps. You know, there were families exterminated for hiding Jews, children shot in front of neighbours. They just had a beatification, a canonization of a family in Poland. And there is historical evidence there. You know, the remains are there. They weren't just, you were hiding Jews. But anyway, God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.